I thought this is my chance to actually make it a bit more edgy, a bit more like my soul, my vibe. So putting on fishnets with a bikini, which even though the pictures are in black and white, it's a khaki bikini, so like army green colour. Fishnets, army green bikini, and then I pulled a vest top on over the top of the final shots. It kind of just rewrites that narrative around swimwear. And I think definitely now in the media, femininity is becoming so over-exaggerated. You know, the kind of damsel in distress, carry my suitcase for me and open a door because I'm too weak and vulnerable. You know, and I don't really like that as a narrative for women. I definitely agree that you can show your softer side. You don't have to be this kind of fearless warrior. But if you are innately a warrior, if you are innately a strong person, pretending to be weak is denying your identity. Just as if you're a man and you don't want to lift weights and you don't want to drink beer and you don't want to scream at the football, faking doing that doesn't suddenly make you a better person or a different person. It just steals your identity as to who you naturally are. And I think I'm just naturally a country girl. So I like being outdoors. I don't like all of the kind of, I don't know, like Western way of living. I don't enjoy it in the same way that everybody else kind of chases these things. Everybody wants to be told they're beautiful. And I'm like, I just want to be left alone. I just want to go about my life and not worry about if it rains or my hair gets wet. You know, for me to have curled the ends of my hair, you see me online on a daily basis. When do I ever curl my hair? Like twice a year, if that. Most people won't go out the house without doing their hair and makeup, and you know, that's not a kind of way that I want to be trapped into again. You know, when I was younger, I followed the rules of what society said you had to do, and I never enjoyed it. I didn't want to have to overdress, you know, be glamorous. It was nice in measurable amounts, in perspective and balance, but it kind of got to the point in social media and I guess the media as a whole that if a woman didn't make an effort with her appearance, that she was unattractive. Whereas it should be, we are attractive for being our natural self, and if you make an effort with your appearance, that's an added bonus. It shouldn't be you can only go in at 100%, otherwise you're not good enough. It should be every stage that we're at, we are comfortable and happy in our own skin. And ultimately, if people make you feel less than comfortable or less than attractive, they're not the right people for you. It's just move on, and it's personal preference. So for me, I definitely much prefer, you know, going on a night out. This is what I look like for a night out. I don't want to have big lashes on and loads of makeup and restrictive clothing. I would rather go to the gym. So how are you all and what are you up to today? Scrolling your comments again, guys, now that I've come off of my conversational tangent. Sorry for the building work noises, if you can hear banging and drilling. Ben says, I hope you have a great day on your birthday, Tracy. Sending a big birthday hug. Thank you, Ben. And also to you on yours. Do you have any plans for your birthday? I actually have no plans for my birthday. It's a complete surprise what my friends and family are doing for me. So I have no idea. Harish says, hello, beautiful girl. Ah, thank you. Hi and welcome. Roxana says, hello, dear. Welcome. And Mark says, shout out from the Philippines. Welcome, Mark from the Philippines. How are you all today and what have you been up to? Coffee is done and I will be heading to my train shortly, but I just have a few more minutes to read a few more comments. Niaz says, hello, super sweet. How are you? I'm very well, thank you. How are you? Kloshka says, pretty woman. Oh, thank you. Susa says, Goza. Mohammed says, hi. Prem says, beautiful sister. And T says, how are you? Thank you, guys. Thank you all for joining. I'm very, very well. I have my calluses have split and it's really hard not to pick them. I go through phases of when I'm lifting weights at the gym, I never wear gloves. Of when they harden. And when they split, I just want to tear them off. I'm a skin picker. So whenever I see anything out of place, I think I just have fidgety hands as a whole. I always want to just pull it off. But at the same time, I think, well, no, because the calluses are protecting my hands against the weights. And I know as soon as they come off and there's soft skin underneath, that I've got to rebuild that hardness again. So it's this bittersweet thing of I love picking and fidgeting and I can't. How do you guys feel about lifting weights? Do you go to the gym and do you enjoy calluses as much as I do? They make me so happy. It's ridiculous. Probably how other women would love to get flowers and perfume and chocolates. I'm like, oh, give me a good weight and let me build some resistance against all of the metal bars that I love touching. Scrolling your comments, Mark says, up. What does up mean?